And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. So we got man. Mike's 50.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Here we go. Watch that green. Watch that green.
4th down, here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Exit. He's on truck. 50's the Mike. Yeah. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. They not ready for this, man. Jackson
from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Yo, Mike 50. You remember me?
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Oh, that was really dumb. That was really stupid. That was really dumb. Oh, my God.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Go now. 10-2 soft. Right there, 56. Get that quarterback, D-line.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. They'll run with Penny.
What the?
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Literally out here giving him the game.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
X3, 218, chop it.
Saquon Barkley running right, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That's trash. Watch the safety. Go.
And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Nice 50, nice 50. Here we go. 5-50.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Jackson on 3rd and 2. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Rock it, now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Ready. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Jackson now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
Throwing again. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Right here. Watch 50.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Kyler Fackrell picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Check. Crunch.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Jackson will throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jones operating from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Kyler Fackrell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held it. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 95 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Jones now. Back to the air on 2nd down. Looking for Shepard deep. And got his man complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Hauschko with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. To throw is Jackson. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass. It's all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Down. Look. Squeeze. 8, read. Here we go. Check 9, check 9.
On second down now. Barkley. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Well, this is Shepard on the catch. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here's Moore on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike's 50. Watch QB drop.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson. Pass incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Throwing now is Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Thank you, sir.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.